What's going on YouTube? This is Karis Novak, Nick Novak's wife. And today, Nick is out and about having fun at the K-State football game. So that means, where are you, Willa? That means us girls are left to take care of some things. So, I think this is day 43 or 44 of the 50-day challenge. Ranch wife takes over the ranch for the day. First order of business is, I'll hold your hand. First order of business is going to check on the chickens, right, Willa? We've got to see if there's any eggs. We'll let you guys know how many we get. Okay, so first we're checking on our baby chicks. We started with 20 of these. I think we're down to like 15. A couple of them had died. Let's see if they're all in here. Willa, come check your babies. Oh, is there eggs down there?
Yeah.
What? There's how many? Two?
Two.
That's awesome. Okay, so I don't know if Nick has told you guys or not, but we have 2 chickens that we could not get in the chicken tractor when we transitioned or moved all of them over there. There's our white one and our black one who refuse to go in the chicken tractor. And so what you just saw there is Willa picking up 2 eggs in between our chicken feed here. They were right there. 2 eggs because sometimes they decide to lay their eggs there, which is awesome. I mean, it's extra eggs, and that means that the days that there aren't eggs there are random eggs somewhere on this ranch. So, what, babe?
They're so crazy.
They are so crazy. That black and white one are so crazy, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're silly.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, all of the baby chickens were good. And that means we need to go check on these big ones here at the chicken tractor. Okay, guys, so Nick just moved the chicken tractor, I think it was yesterday. Moved it to a new location to get them some fresh new grass, something new for them. Maybe, well, this door is kind of jammed. Whoa, okay. Go check how many eggs we have. How many do you think we have, Willa? So, it's afternoon right now. Usually these chickens lay in the afternoon, evening. There's a couple that lay in the morning. Oh my goodness, Willa. There is one on the ground. Okay, you get that one. We're up to 2 so far with the chickens that don't stay in the tractor. That lane. Okay, that's 3. How many more? Holy moly. There's a lot. 4. Okay, guys, this might take a second. I'll get back with you in a second. Let you know how many eggs we have. Change of plans here. Currently, we're up to 5 eggs. The 2 that were in between the right over there in between the feed barrels. And then I have 3 in my hand that Willa handed me, but change of plans, we gotta head back to the house and get our basket because there are way too many eggs for us to carry. Excuse you, Prairie. Prairie just burped. So, after we get our basket, then I'll let you guys know how many eggs we have for today. Usually we are getting, right now, we're getting about 12 eggs a day. So we'll see if we have 12 or if we have a little bit more than that, because we have about, gosh, do we have like 25 layers right now? So we should have more than 12 eggs eventually, but we'll see how many we have. We went back to the house, grabbed our egg basket so that we can hold them all. Babe, I thought you wanted to hold your purse. You want me to? Okay. Switch. Switchies. Switchies. Okay. Let's go count them. Our count is currently 5. No, that's okay. They know how to get back in. Telling them to get back in their coop. Okay, let's go. How many we have? Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7. Here, you hold your purse. Okay, we're up to 7 eggs. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, 14. Oh no, that's 13 with the 2. Okay. Nice, Willa. Okay. We got 5. Wait, we said 13. 13 eggs today. Thanks to the white chicken and the black chicken that aren't in the coop, we're up to 13 eggs a day. Oh, you're petting him? I'm good. You can pet him. Is that one your favorite? Yeah, that one's my favorite. Pick him up. Okay. Yep, set it down. Oh, here, make him lay down. Hey, lay down. Okay, now pick him up.
Lay down.
Pick him up, Willa.
Lay down.
He's getting your purse.
Silly chicken.
Silly chicken, don't get my purse. Okay, Willa, what's next? We gotta go get them water. They're so thirsty. We'll see how hard this is for me to carry. A 5-gallon bucket of water isn't too heavy, but add a 15-pound 4-month-old to the mix. And then it's a little bit more difficult, I would say. But I think I can do her. Honestly, probably got that a little too full, but it'll do. Honestly, I take it back. Honestly, guys, I take it back. A 5-gallon bucket of water is heavy, whether you have a child on you or not. That would have been heavy for me on a good day. And this is a good day, but makes it a little bit more difficult, which is fine. I'm thankful for that. But I just saw the black and the white chicken over here. It'd be cool if I could hunt down some extra eggs. I don't know if you can see them over there. There's the white one. See if we can find where they're laying the days they don't lay between the feed buckets. Huh. That one made itself a little dirt bed right there. But I don't see any eggs, and honestly, this part of our ground is a little overgrown, and I don't feel like running into a snake, so I'll let the snakes eat the eggs. One more bucket of water to fill up, and then we got to get them some more grain. Okay guys, so while I go back to the chicken coop to grab some grain, I thought I would kind of introduce myself. I've only been in a couple of Nick's videos, and the few that I have been in, most times I'm just in the background. So I thought I would introduce myself and kind of explain what my day-to-day looks like as a ranch wife. So before I had kids, my job was full-time working in a salon, and I was full-time with colors and cuts and that sort of thing, just on the daily. And then we had our first daughter, and give me 1 second, pause, I'm gonna run in here and give them the screen. Okay, the chickens are set for the rest of the day. They are all good to go. But as I was saying, before we had our first daughter, we were full-time, or I was at full-time working at a salon downtown, a town over, and I loved it. And then we had our first daughter, and I went very part-time. I was working 2 days a week, which worked really well. My mom came one of those days, and Nick's mom came the other day. They both lived exactly an hour and a half away from us, and they would come and watch Willa and spend time with her while I worked. And that's when Nick was full-time fencing. And then that lasted for a while, and then I got pregnant with Prairie here, and I'm a very sick pregnant woman, and so the beginning of that pregnancy I kind of laid off of working, and that's when we had kind of first moved out here to the ranch. And so we were then 25 minutes away from work, so it didn't make sense for me to go in as often. And my mom and Nick's mom could not watch Willa anymore, so it was kind of one of those things where I went down to just working like 1 day a week in the salon. Then Prairie came along, and now I am pretty much full-time just working on Saturdays. I do hair and makeup for weddings, so it's not your typical ranch wife thing to do, but I love it. It works for Nick and I. It gives Nick special time with just the girls on those Saturdays. He stays at home with girls, and so it works really well for us. We can't really go places on the weekends anyways, because of taking care of the cows and our other animals. We don't have like a ranch hand or anything, so it falls on Nick. So working Saturdays for me works really well for our family and our schedule, and I love it. I love to be able to get out of the house at least 1 day a week and be creative, have a creative outlet, have that adult interaction, meet new people. So that's a little bit about me and like what I do. And then all the other days of the week, I'm at home here, taking care of the girls. Little sweet Prairie June, she's almost 4 months old, and that's crazy to me. I don't know how anyone could be done having babies, because babies are just too sweet. So what I'm doing here inside of the house is taking these eggs that we just collected, and I'm gonna kind of divvy them up into some egg cartons that we have. Nick has been selling them to a few of his buddies, and so I think we'll have 2 dozen more to sell. So let's divvy those up. Okay, so this carton is just missing 1 egg. So that one is full and ready for whoever wants to buy them. Nick is, I think, backed up about 7 dozen eggs. So this will knock off 2 dozen. And I always make sure to keep quite a few for Willa and I. We eat eggs every single morning. And usually I make about 5 to 7 eggs for just us to eat. So I like to make sure we at least have a dozen on hand for us to eat and for like baking and stuff, because there's nothing worse than being 1 egg short when you are trying to bake something or cook something. So And it's so nice because farm fresh eggs last months if they aren't washed. And so, which I never knew that until my grandpa had started having chickens, and I never knew that they would last months, which is super cool if they're not washed, obviously. So that leaves us about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs for tomorrow morning. And I think I have 1 in the fridge. So we're good. We have half a dozen eggs at least for our breakfast tomorrow. Willa Helper is not with me anymore because Nick just got home from the K-State game, and so she immediately wanted to go check the cows with her dad, which, what's new, she, if you guys have not been able to tell, is 100% a daddy's girl, and sometimes hurts my feelings a little bit, but I also know that I'd be a daddy's girl too because I love Nick so much, and so why wouldn't Willa? Okay, the next thing I want to take you guys along and show you on my little routine. This is one of Willa's favorite things to do with me, which we do it often. Whenever we have new wildflowers bloom, we immediately pick them and put them in a little bouquet in our little windowsill, because who doesn't love fresh flowers? And although to some people they might be weeds, we think they're beautiful. We love them. And so I'm kind of looking here at my wildflowers. So I'll show you guys. Right here in front of the storage shed here that Nick just got done painting, you can see just right in front of here, I tried to grow wildflowers. And if you're looking kind of from a distance, they just look like really tall weeds, which that's basically what wildflowers are anyways. But here's the thing. I have gotten a couple bouquets from my wildflowers this year, which is not much, but it was my first year of trying to grow them, and hopefully next year they'll come back even better and stronger. Actually, a lot of them, I'm surprised, are just now starting to bloom. Like here in like the last couple weeks, honestly. These, I don't know what the names of any of these are, but like this little orange one here, it's missing a few petals because the grasshoppers are so bad, but that little orange one there, those just now started blooming. These little blue, cute little blue ones have been blooming for a while now, for gosh, a couple months probably. But it's so funny because these little blue ones have been blooming for a while. These purple ones just started blooming a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, they're the same flower, just different color, which is kind of interesting. And then I'd say about a month ago, these little pink ones started popping up, which are super pretty. They're very fragile, like most wildflowers usually are, I guess. Well, I don't know. I actually don't know much about wildflowers. I guess some of them are pretty hardy because they're in the wind and rain and storms, but the grasshoppers, it's what has kind of took a toll on a lot of these little dainty flowers. I still pick them anyways, even if they have 3 out of 5 petals, because they're still beautiful. They still add color and charm to our little home. So I'm gonna make a little flower bouquet. I want to say this might be a zinnia now that I'm looking at it. It's definitely not a sunflower. I think it's a little zinnia. Oops. Oh, look at this. A beautiful, perfect little fuchsia pink rose. When we first moved here, there was a rose bush there. We ended up taking it out because this whole front part of the storage shed was just kind of like a mess, and so we tore a lot of it out. But we tore that rose bush out, and I don't know, I guess we missed a little tiny stem because there is a perfect little rose. And I will be picking, ooh, thorny. Oh, look at how pretty. I got my tiny, precious little handful of wildflowers. Like I said, it is not much, but this is my first year trying it, and what I always say is the first time trying something, if you get anything out of it, that isn't a fail. So when, like I said, I've gathered probably 4 or 5 little bouquets of these wildflowers. So, and they're still growing, still warm outside, we're still getting a little bit of rain, so hopefully they keep giving us cute little flowers. Let's go in the house here and put it together. Okay guys, here's my sad little bouquet from last week. These blue ones are actually still doing relatively well. I'll probably keep a few of those, but the rest of them are ready to be thrown back out. I'm gonna continue to throw the dead ones, if you will, back out there because they're obviously gonna drop seeds, and so hopefully reproduce more next year. So I think this is probably one of my favorite parts about living out in the country. We've been out here for, oh, I don't even know, what, a year and a half now? And I think one of my favorite things is the fact that, like, you literally just have land to, like, experiment and try new things on and produce things like this. Like, I wish that I could grow a successful garden, but Nick has already told me that next year the garden is his project because I kind of failed at that, which, in my defense, I planted the garden when I was 9 months pregnant, and I don't know what I was thinking. Nick told me a million times not to do that because there was no way that I was going to be able to keep it up with a newborn, and I did it anyways, which was fine. It got me outside and active, but I did indeed fail. I did not grow anything except for a big bunch of weeds. So this little flower garden, like I said, call a win because I've gotten something out of it. But okay, there's my new little bouquet. These usually last me about a week.
I have that cup.
Yeah, you want to see it?
I have that cup. It's here.
Here you go.
Hi,
Look, it's beautiful.
I like this.
You like them?
Where's this?
That's a rose. Smell it. Smell good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Did you go help Daddy check the cows?
It was nice.
Nice. I'm gonna mosey on inside. Prairie June just woke up, which means she will. Oh, are you gonna say hi? Which means she's gonna be ready for a bottle soon. Like I said, I gotta make supper, and then we're just gonna hang out tonight and have a family night. So thanks for watching. Let's see, how does Nick say this? He says, thanks for watching. Catch me on the next video. Peace.